Today I'd like to share an iRest or Integrative Restoration Yoga Nidra practice. As you begin preparing for Yoga Nidra, be aware that every perception you experience, every sensation, thought, emotion, or sound that you hear is going to be helpful for deepening your practice of Yoga Nidra. Each is a pointer sent from beyond to bring you back to your true nature. So begin now to be aware of each perception that you are experiencing. In this moment, the sense of the room around you, a sound. Let all of your senses be wide open. During Yoga Nidra, you may experience the tendency of the mind to drift as it becomes identified with a thought or an image. As you become more one-pointed, you may notice these thoughts. And in this moment of noticing, you may find yourself not getting identified with them. And that they are just thoughts drifting across the screen of your mind. Just another object or thing that you are noticing in your awareness. Yoga Nidra is a time you can learn to recognize when you have become identified with a thought, an emotion, a memory, and all of a sudden you recognize that you are daydreaming or even sleeping, identified with whatever is arising, and recognize how awareness is here the entire time. The background in which everything that you are experiencing is arising. Awareness is ever-present background of spacious presence, in which every thought and emotion and feeling, every daydream is unfolding, arising, moving and passing away. So during Yoga Nidra, feel yourself in each moment being solicited to feel back into your spacious presence, into awareness. Feeling your way into this spacious ground of presence that is not something you are doing. It is doing itself. It is being itself. And during your Yoga Nidra, you may come upon feelings of comfort or discomfort. And when you enter a comfort or discomfort, understand that you are learning how to meet it and greet it at the door of your guest house, welcoming it in. And while your first impulse may be to refuse its entry, or to try to change it, or to make it different, as you deepen into Yoga Nidra, you are learning how to welcome it as a messenger sent from beyond, which is here to bring you a message and to reveal your very presence, an underlying peace and equanimity that is always here during even your most difficult moment. To learn to welcome each sensation, each perception you experience during Yoga Nidra as a messenger that is here to teach you, to bring you back home to your true nature. During Yoga Nidra, recognize the tendency of the mind to want to change a sensation, an emotion, a discomfort. Simply note this fact, this tendency of the mind. Welcome this tendency too, so that you find yourself being a radical acceptance of everything that is arising in your experience, in your awareness. Now we're beginning the practice. Be aware of the room around you. You want to make sure that you are in a comfortable position. Lying on the back is probably preferable, but feel free to find a comfortable position that works for you today. You want to sense this space as a warm and comfortable, safe environment. Sense the floor beneath you, the air that caresses and touches your skin. And if you could be 5 or 10% more comfortable than you are now, what would you do to bring this deeper sense of comfort? Do whatever it is you need to do to give yourself this extra 5 or 10% more comfort. Should you find yourself experiencing discomfort during this practice, welcome the discomfort as a messenger. Sometimes it is just a messenger moving through. But if it stays, it may be inviting you to adjust your body in some manner. So be responsive to these messengers as they arrive, without reaction, simply listening to what they have to say and responding in a manner that feels appropriate and harmonious. The delight of our practice is that everything we experience is an aspect of Yoga Nidra and of an awakening to our deepest knowing. We'll move into our heartfelt prayer. Now inquire for a moment into the question, what brings you to this moment? Of all the places you could be right now, what brings you to be here, now, doing Yoga Nidra? What is your heart's deepest desire that has brought you here to this moment? Can you find your deepest, most heartfelt intention for yourself for this practice? If this practice is completely and radically effective and fruitful, what is your heart's deepest longing that would come true as a result of doing Yoga Nidra right now? You might find this statement as a prayer or an affirmation for yourself or for the world, a friend, an animal, the universe, for peace or joy in the world. And as you contact your deepest, most heartfelt desire, place it in the present tense. Don't hold your prayer for some future time. Instead, affirm it as a present reality or fact of this moment. Then set it aside so that you can come back to it later, towards the end of your practice. Now, taking a moment to find what we call your inner resource, a safe place in your imagination. It could be a room, a meadow, a place at the beach, somewhere you've been to before, or a new place, a special place that when you are here you feel totally comfortable, safe, protected, and at peace. This is a place that when you are here, you can deeply rest and relax. Take a few moments now to envision such a place and feel how being here acts on your entire body and mind. Use your spontaneous imagination and have a felt sense of what's here. What kind of things do you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch? Bring in various objects, animals, people, or other objects that when you see, touch, smell, taste, hear, or think about them, you feel deeply at peace, deeply relaxed, and safe. There may be friends here that when you are with them, you feel totally supported, valued for who you are, just as you are. Or there might be someone who is a wisdom figure, a wise person, or a power animal. Each time you practice Yoga Nidra, visit this place, allowing it to become a safe haven, which you can visit whenever you experience the need to feel safe, protected, comfortable, and relaxed. And during your Yoga Nidra, should you feel stressed by a particular sensation, emotion, or thought that is arising in your awareness, step back into this special place, this inner resource place, and feel relaxed and safe. And then when you feel ready, step back into the emotion, thought, or memory, and begin welcoming it again into your awareness. Now the Anamaya Kosha. Now welcome my words to become your words as you sense your physical body of tactile sensation. Coming to your mouth, sensing all the structures of the mouth, the walls, floor, the ceiling of the mouth. Meet and greet each sensation as it unfolds in your awareness. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sensation of the mouth, the tongue. Feel the tip of the tongue, the middle, the root of the tongue, the underside of the tongue where it meets the floor of the mouth. You might touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth and the other structures of the teeth, gums, and mouth. Sense the tactile sensations that come into awareness. Then allow the tongue to float free and feel the residue of vibration in the roof of the mouth, the teeth, the lips. We're not trying to change anything. We're not even trying to relax. Just sensing, pure sensation, feeling the entire mouth, the lips, jaw, tongue, mouth. All the sensations melting one into the other. Trace a line of sensation from inside the mouth into the inner left ear. It might start as just a sense of dullness or sensation that you follow from inside the mouth into the inner ear and out towards the outer architecture of the left ear. In your mind's eye, you might imagine a vast canal inside the ear that you enter into that is filled with sensation. Feeling your way through the inner ear out towards the outer architecture of the left ear, feeling the entire left ear, the canals, folds, the valleys of the ear, allowing the eyes to soften so that you feel into the ear. Give up the visual image of the ear and have your own first-hand experience of the ear. As you follow sensation in the left ear, back through the inner ear canal and into the mouth, over to the right side, entering into a vast open canal of sensation into the right ear. Trace the movement or flow of sensation from the mouth into the canal of the right ear, into the outer architecture of the right ear. Give up the visual image and dive into your first-hand experience of the right ear. And then trace sensation from the right ear back through the canal into the mouth. And simultaneously feel the mouth and both ears. Watch how the thinking mind comes in. When you are thinking, see how you go away from sensing. Gently surrender your attention to thinking, give up visualizing, and simply experience pure sensation in the mouth and both ears simultaneously. Following the flow of tactile sensation from the mouth and ears, up into the nose and cheeks, and up into the eyes. Come to the left eye. The eye is an orb of tactile sensation, floating in its hollow socket, sensing the base of the eye, temple, eyebrow, the back of the eye, the floor of the socket, and the sensation of the right eye, temple, eyebrow, back of the eye, the floor of the socket, and the sensation of both eyes simultaneously. Two orbs of sensation melting and becoming one eye of sensation. Sensing the forehead. Sensation across the forehead into the upper scalp. The crown of the head. Sensation in the back of the head and the back of the neck. Come back to the eyes and sense back behind the eyes, as if you were traveling along the optic nerves, into the brain, all through the brain and into the back of the head and the neck. Feel the left side of the head and the subtle sensation inside the left side of the brain, and the right side of the head and brain, going back and forth several times. Feeling first one side of the head and the brain, which may include the mouth, ear, eye, scalp, and the inner content of the brain. Then go over to the opposite side so that all the structures light up as pure sensation. Using your own command several times, feel first one side of the brain and head, and then the other side of the brain and head. Then bring all of these sensations that make up the brain and head together. Experience them melting one into the other. Give up conceptualizing the head. Give up thinking. Give up visualizing. Simply feel pure sensation flowing throughout the brain and head, and down into the neck and into the shoulders. Follow the flow of sensation down into the left shoulder, into the left arm, sensing the left bicep, tricep, left elbow, left forearm, wrist, and the left hand. Feel the left thumb, left forefinger if that helps, and you can just slightly move the thumb or finger and then completely let it go and just sense it as pure sensation. Middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Sense all 5 fingers simultaneously, and the palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, and upper arm, shoulder, the entire left arm from the tips of the fingers to the top of the shoulder. Come over to the right shoulder. A flowing stream of sensation from the right shoulder into the upper arm and bicep, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist, and the right hand, thumb. If you want, just slightly move the thumb and then let it be still. Forefinger, middle finger, fourth finger, little finger, and the entire right hand, wrist, forearm, elbow and upper arm, shoulder, the entire right arm from fingertips to shoulder, both arms simultaneously, shoulders, arms, hands. At your own command, move from one arm to another, sensing first the left arm completely, allowing all the sensation to unfold into your awareness. Then move your attention over to the right arm and hand. Be completely absorbed in the right arm. Then go back and forth from one arm and hand to the other, taking your time, sensing your way. Do not think your way or visualize your way. Feel your way, both arms simultaneously. Coming into the throat, the base of the throat. Sensation in the notch where the throat and the chest come together. Sensation throughout the neck and the flow of sensation from the neck into the upper torso. The upper chest is this sphere of sensation, pure tactile sensation in the front of the chest, all the way through into the upper back. And in the side walls of the chest, take your time, explore sensation in the upper torso, sensation in the upper torso, middle torso. Experience the middle torso as a sphere of sensation, front, back, side walls, the sphere of the lower torso, front wall of the abdomen, back wall of the lower back, two side walls of sensation. Observe how your mind goes away for periods of time. When you see this, simply and gently bring it back to the pure sensation of the torso. Now simultaneously the upper, middle, and lower torso. One sphere of radiant sensation. Experience sensation radiating out in front of the torso into the room, back behind you, right and left into the room. And bring attention into the pelvis. Sense the bowl of the pelvis as a sphere of radiant sensation. Sense the front of the pelvis, inside the pelvis, the organs of the pelvis. Sense the back of the pelvis, the sacrum, and the side walls of the pelvis. Feel the entire pelvis simultaneously, one sphere of sensation. Come into the left hip. The fluid flow of sensation from the pelvis down into the left hip. Streaming sensation down into the left leg, flowing into the upper thigh, into the knee, foreleg, calf, ankle, heel, foot, and toes. You might wiggle the foot to bring more sensation into the foot and toes, and then let them completely relax. And then sense the big toe, second one, middle toe, fourth toe, and the little toe. Now sense the entire left foot, ankle, foreleg and calf, knee, and upper leg and hip. The entire left leg from the toes to the hip. One mass of sensation and a stream of sensation from the bowl of the pelvis down into the right hip, flowing down into the right leg, upper leg, knee, foreleg and calf, ankle, the right heel, foot, and toes. You might wiggle the right foot and toes, and then sense individually the big toe, the second toe, middle toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Sense the entire right foot. Sense the entire right leg from the toes to the hip. And sense the pelvis, and then both legs simultaneously. Both legs simultaneously. And then at your own command, move your attention from one leg, sensing it completely, and then move attention over to the other leg. Be completely absorbed in feeling the leg, first one, then the other. Moving attention from one leg, then to the opposite leg, several times at your own command, moving back and forth. Now feel both legs simultaneously, legs and pelvis simultaneously, legs, pelvis, and torso simultaneously, legs, pelvis, torso, and both arms simultaneously, legs, pelvis, torso, arms, and the head, all simultaneously. Now imagine a center line of sensation down the middle of your body. Bringing attention to the left side of the body, be aware of the sensation in just the left side of the body. Leg, arm, torso, left side of the head, ear, mouth. Be spontaneously drawn to sensation in only the left side of the body. Then shift your attention over to the right side of the body and be completely absorbed by sensation in the right side of the body, spontaneously aware of sensation in the right side of the body. And at your own command, begin shifting your attention from the right side to the left side, and back again to the right side several times. Shifting attention from one side of sensation to the other. Then bring both sides of sensation together into a feeling of wholeness. Feeling the whole body as a radiant sphere of sensation. We'll move to the Pranamaya Kosha, becoming aware of the body breathing itself. The gentle rise and fall of the abdomen during inhalation and exhalation. Without controlling or manipulating the breath in any way, simply being aware of the movement of breath in and out of the body as a flow of pure sensation. Being aware of the body breathing itself. During exhalation, feeling the gentle falling of the abdomen. Inhaling and the gentle rising up of the belly, and for a few moments counting each breath from 11 backwards towards 1. Inhaling 11, abdomen rising, exhaling 11, abdomen falling. Inhaling, abdomen rising 10, inhaling, abdomen falling 10, and so on. At your own speed of breathing, coordinate the breath, the sensation of the breath, and the alertness of the mind in the counting. Counting back from 11 to 1. If you are momentarily distracted, gently bring your attention back to the breath and to counting, starting over again at 11 each time you find yourself distracted. As you're counting, every once in a while, sense the mouth. Sense the residues of tension that may be present in the mouth, in the ears, in the palms of the hands, the bowl of the pelvis, the feet. Be spontaneously drawn by areas of tension in the body while continuing to sense the breath, the rise and fall of the abdomen, and the counting. Let the counting fall away. Stay with the flow of the breathing, and stay with the flow of sensation that arises through the body breathing itself. The subtle energetic flow of sensation and feeling. Experience how the feeling is during inhalation and exhalation, not intellectualizing or analyzing, but simply sensing the differences of feeling and sensation during exhalation and during inhalation. What is the feeling that each breath evokes in the body? Not trying to figure anything out, or think about, or name. Just pure experiencing during inhalation, during exhalation, and seeing where you are spontaneously drawn by sensation. Moving into the Manamaya Kosha. Note the feelings that are present in the body, sensations of warmth, sensations of coolness. Find a sensation of coolness, and as you do, relinquish the concept of cool. And just meet and greet sensations of coolness as they come into your awareness. Then find the sensation of warmth or heat. Let go of the concept of warmth and simply welcome the pure sensations of warmth, just as they are. Perhaps a movement of air against the skin of your body and feelings of coolness, and then warmth. Back and forth, and then feel both coolness and warmth simultaneously, and see how this acts on your body and mind. Feelings of warmth and coolness simultaneously. Find the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling of the body heavy, sinking into the ground. The floor supporting the weight of the body, the weight of the head, the torso, arms, and legs. Take notice of tension that might be keeping the body off the floor. Just note tension. Meet it as pure sensation without trying to eliminate it. You can welcome tension and heaviness into awareness just as it is. Feelings of heaviness, weight, or density. And find the sensation of lightness somewhere in the body. The opposite feeling of lightness, the feeling of lightness. Even of floating, as if the body is floating on a cloud. A sense of lightness. Now go from one to the other. Be absorbed by the feeling of heaviness, density, and mass, the weight of the body into the ground, and then the feeling of lightness. And allow both to be present simultaneously. Feelings of heaviness and lightness simultaneously. See how this being present to both feelings acts on your body and mind. Let go of thinking. Simply experience lightness and heaviness, and the movement of the breath and the flow of sensation in the body. The movement or the flow of sensation or energy in the body, not inventing or pretending, not trying to make anything happen, simply sensing the flow of sensation, just as if you were experiencing a flow of blood through the arteries and veins, the flow of sensation through the nerves, the nervous system, the flow of breath and energy that brings aliveness to the physical body and mind. And noticing the movement of emotion in the body, emotion that you have been experiencing or are experiencing now. Perhaps take a moment to review your day and the different emotions you may have so far today. Aliveness, boredom, happiness, joy, a momentary flitting of sadness. Whatever is present in awareness, simply note emotions that are present in this moment and see if you can let go of the concept of thinking about them. Just meet and greet them as movements of pure sensation that are present before your mind names it, and see if there is a particular emotion that is present. Be aware of it. Dive into it as pure sensation. Where is the center of it in the body? Where is its periphery? No thinking, simply sensing emotion as pure sensation and seeing how this acts on your body and mind. Sensing sensation in the body, in the mouth, head, arms, chest, belly, pelvis, legs. And note sensations of pleasure, sensuality, joy that are present, or bliss. Sense the gross or subtle feeling of pleasure, happiness, joy, or bliss that is present. You might even feel your heart smiling. The heart smiling so that this smile expands into your entire body, into your torso, pelvis, legs, into your arms, and up into your face and head. The whole body smiling. The sense of joy throughout the entire body. All of the cells in the body radiantly alive with the feeling of joy, pleasure, or happiness. If it's helpful, remember someone whom you love and who loves you. Let their image and that of a particular circumstance or situation invite the feeling of pleasure or joy into your body. Then relinquish the memory, the image, and simply remain with the pure feeling of pure happiness, pleasure, or joy that's present in the body. Note the subtle sense of yourself as an observer and experience the subtle movement of thought of I am experiencing this, I am experiencing joy, I am feeling this sensation. Meet each thought as a movement that is unfolding in your awareness. Allow all of these objects that are now present in awareness, sensation, breath, feelings, thoughts, pleasure. Let all of these objects, these movements be present just as they are. And experience yourself as this vast, open, spacious awareness that contains them all, that touches, caresses, and supports each of these movements, feeling your way, not looking at this quality of spaciousness, but being this openness. You are the openness itself, experiencing yourself as awareness itself, as awareness itself. See how the mind tries to visualize awareness, how the mind tries to imagine and conceptualize it. Imagining and conceptualizing are movements of thinking. Set them free in this spacious presence of awareness, noting how awareness touches and caresses everything, penetrates everything. You can inquire as to where is its center, its periphery. You can't think your way into this inquiry. Feel your way into it. Feel your way with all of yourself. There seems to be substance here, but there is a center to it. Is there an outermost boundary or periphery to it? Is there a solid substance here at all? Being spacious presence. Being spacious presence. Now becoming aware once more of your heartfelt prayer. your deepest, most heartfelt prayer or longing, set it free to announce and claim itself, and see how it may have changed, feeling it as an obvious statement of fact. Now take a moment and walk back through this journey you have just taken, sensing the different qualities that are or have been present, a feeling in the body, an emotion that may be present, body sensations, thoughts that are coming and going, the sense of the room around you, and the feeling of beginning to move back into the world, going about your day or evening. And can you, as you imagine moving into your everyday life, feel into the vast openness in which all the activities, your entire life is unfolding, feeling each emotion, each thought, each body sensation, feeling your personality that seems to have a center and a periphery, a location, a quality of density about it, of mass and space, and yet there is equally this quality here of openness that has neither a center nor a periphery, sensing this interesting paradox of being both the feeling of spacious and empty awareness without center or periphery, and the feeling of being a personality with location and center, and set your personality free to be just what it is, and observing how in each moment there is an exact and perfect response to each situation that you encounter in your life, and watch how the mind may come in with its analysis or judgment to this understanding, and sense the body's native responsiveness in each moment. Sense both the body's inherent responsiveness and the mind's tendency to judge, and then let them both be free to be here, each as it is, and feel yourself equally as the space in which all of this is unfolding, so that you are both totally involved in and as this personality, in and as the body's inherent responsiveness, yet in the same moment free as spacious openness, your inherent ground of a spacious being. Take your time now as you transition from practice to ordinary life, and every once in a while, as you go through the next couple of hours, internally come to a full stop, even though you may continue doing, talking, or walking, and sense back into your spacious beingness. Set your body and mind free to talk, to respond, even to react, and feel back into your spacious, open presence in each moment as arising. Taking your time, when you are ready, reoriented to your surroundings, let your body roll off to one side. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back to your awake and alert state. Thank you. And this concludes this practice of iRest Yoga Nidra.